Hi, everyone. Happy Sunday. Wanted to come on here this month. I try to do at least once a month. The life has gotten really busy, but I wanted to come on here as your resident YouTube lawyer to talk to you about some veterans law information, specifically the Appeals Modernization Act, AMA, and to see what you think about it. There's been some talk about whether the AMA is more effective and more beneficial to veterans. And I want to know what you have to say, but I'll tell you what I have to say as well. And for those of you who are new to the channel, I'm Larita. I'm an attorney. I'm not your attorney. Excuse me. Hopefully my Wi-Fi catches up with me. But I cannot take on new clients, but I leave in the description box a list of accredited VA representatives or VA accredited lawyers that you can have to represent you if you need someone to represent you. The information I give on here is just that information that's available to you to use it, if you will. I've been practicing veterans law for 11 years, and I usually come on here and give a lot of advice. If you're new to the channel, I have a whole playlist about veterans benefits. I'm going to share my screen really quickly so you can see our channel, TXC Tells All, for those of you who are new. Let me make sure it's showing. So this is our channel. We have over 480 videos, but if you go to the playlist tab and then you go to veterans benefit, you view full playlist, you'll see all the videos I've posted regards to veterans benefits. There are over 60 videos in there. So in the event that I don't come on here, you're looking for some information, it may be in this list of videos that I already shared with you. So it may be short or long form videos that is available for you in the veterans benefits playlist. So check that out. We also have other videos, other videos that may be of interest to you, other playlists on our channel. Check it out. There's something for everybody on there. So check it out if you're interested in that. So just wanted to drop that information. I know in previous videos, people were commenting what makes me the qualified YouTube expert on veterans law. And sometimes you have to kind of just let them know. I don't think sometimes they challenge other people's credentials, but if you want to know, there you go. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about the AMA, and it's been enacted 7 years ago to see if it's a better way of veterans getting their claims processed. So wait, before I get into it, I want to always, for those of you who are new to the channel, want to make sure you give the videos a thumbs up. What it does is push it out to the YouTube algorithm and lets it be disseminated to other veterans just as you, so that can get information. And also let me know which branch of the military you serve. So we got Space Force is a new one, but the old school ones are Army, Marine, Navy, Coast Guard, and I'm always missing the fifth one, Air Force. So comment in the comment section and let me know which branch of the military you serve. So I'm going to share my screen with you to show you the article that talked about the AMA making a difference. And let me know in the comment section if you agree or disagree. Let me make sure you can see it. And if you're watching on your phone, I find it helpful to kind of turn your phone sideways to see the wording and stuff better. So this article is written by American Legion, which is a veteran service organization. And it says AMA making a difference in processing veterans claims appeals. Legislation passed in 2017 to create a smoother, quicker appeals process for United States Department of Veterans Affairs benefit claims. It's starting to fully take shape based on the number shared with the American Legion Veterans Affairs and Rehabilitation Commission on August 24th during the National Convention in New Orleans. Jamie Soto, chairman of Board of Veterans Appeals, shared with the commission that the board has surpassed 100,000 appeals adjudicated this year already and expects to surpass the year's goal of 111,000. And equally important is the fact that the AMA has surpassed legacy claims on the board's docket for the first time this year. Legacy appeals are claims for which the VA provided notice of decision prior to the implementation of the AMA, and the claimant has not elected to participate in the AMA process. Why is this important? Soto asked, because the AMA was adopted in 2017. We implemented in 2015 February 2019, and here we are in 2024. It's 5 years later. Nobody expected the AMA to come in 5 years later, but the fact is, with the law, we continue serving legacy and clear legacy inventory. I commend the American Legion and all other groups for supporting AMA. The fact is, finally, AMA is now able to produce the way we all expected it to be. I'm really looking forward to 2025, where we take a direct target head on and meet the goals. While the number of legacy cases at the board continue to decrease, legacy is not completely out, but I feel it's in the rearview mirror. AMA is working. When you look at the grant percentages, they're up. If you look at remands, they're down. Soto also asked for assistance from the Legion and other veteran service organizations on one particular issue. 38% of the hearings that we schedule are either canceled, withdrawn, or no shows or postponed every month. That's an area I like to point out to you so that we can all continue to work together. You can always let us know in advance. If it's more than 30 days, if it helps us a lot. This is an area where we continue to focus to reduce lost resources and capacity. All right, I'm going to stop sharing for a minute. Those of you who are not familiar, when you previously submitted a claim, it was through the legacy process. The legacy process was like a never-ending process in a sense, which has its pros and cons. In a sense that a veteran can submit any evidence anytime, and the regional office, or when it's on appeal, the board had to consider it, right? So the universe of information was kind of infinite. With AMA, the universe of information is limited, right? There's a limited time, there's a limited amount of evidence that can be reviewed, and the time period on appeal is very limited. And that is so that the agency of original jurisdiction or on appeal can say, this is the evidence we have to look at and decide whether it can be a grant, a deny, or a remand. In the legacy terms, you can do something the day before and it can change the whole outcome of the case, good or bad, right? And the idea for the AMA was to expedite the claim so that the veteran can get an answer better. It may not be the answer that the veteran wants, but it'll be an answer nonetheless. I'm going to share my screen with you to show you the options if you right now you submitted a claim. And I want to know what you think about this. For those of you who have submitted under the legacy tracts and also the AMA, what do you think about the differences of the options that you get? So this is the va.gov, and you can also go to it yourself, and it talks about the appeals modernization. The law, it modernizes the claims and appeals process, includes 3 decision review options for disagreements with benefit decisions, requires improved notification of VA decisions, provides earlier claim resolution, and ensures you receive the earliest effective date possible. Here are the options. Higher level review. So this is after the rating decision goes out and you disagree with it. You can opt for a higher level review for somebody else more senior to review the file. Supplemental claim, you're like, okay, you denied it, but I have some more information that would be relevant to you, perhaps granting it. So you submit new and relevant evidence. Or you said, I don't want to deal with the RO anymore. Send me straight to the Board of Veterans Appeals. And within that third option, you have 3 options. Direct review means you don't want to submit any new evidence. You're saying, like, basically the RO just got it wrong. Board, look at the information the RO already looked at. They got it wrong. 2 is evidence submission. You have 90 days to submit additional evidence that you want the board to also review in addition to what's already been reviewed. And the third is a hearing. You have a hearing, and then you have within 90 days of that hearing to also submit evidence. So the board's chairman mentioned that third prong, the hearing, where people are opting, veterans are opting to do a hearing, but they're either not showing up to the hearing, postponing, withdrawing their request, and it kind of just slows things down as far as giving another veteran a chance to have a hearing a time before the board they need to. I have a whole video about board hearings, and you can check that out in the playlist. Sometimes it's necessary, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a matter of principle. Some veterans just want to have their day to plead their case. Sometimes there's enough evidence that you don't need a hearing, and that actually would slow things down with you getting actually an opinion about your case, right? So you just have to make the decision of what's best, what's right for you. But I think that with the Appeals Modernization Act, yes, they have been able to get out decisions faster. But I think I see some of the cons would be that the window of evidence for evidence laying for Board of Veterans Appeals and hearing, it becomes a little tricky for the veteran. And it doesn't really allow the veteran to say, okay, I want to submit new information. So for the direct evidence lane, basically whatever happened up until the time of the rating decision that you disagree with, that's what the evidence on appeal. If you submit your 10-182 form and say direct review lane, the board will not look at anything after direct review, the 10-182. So if you submit any evidence that you want considered, the board will not consider it if you pick the direct evidence, the direct view lane, right? So keep that in mind if you're submitting new information with the direct, because that's almost in contradiction to what you're asking the board to do. And they will say, well, if you want to have a supplemental claim, you can do that. But direct review lane means nothing. I mean, basically the RO got it wrong, board, take a second look at it, right? More likely, if you want to submit new evidence after the 10-182 and you submit a 10-1, after you have the rating decision and you disagree with the rating decision, you need to submit a 10-182 and then also submit the evidence within that time period. If you submitted anything after the rating decision, the window of appeal is closed right after that, and it reopens when you submit your 10-182, right? So in some ways, you're duplicating some information. So let's say you submitted something right after rating decision saying you got it wrong, and then you also submit 10-182, but you don't resubmit that evidence. The board cannot look at anything after the rating decision, and unless it starts at the 10-182. So it kind of makes things a little bit more tricky for the veteran to kind of know what the appeals window is. And I think there can be some improvement on that end. Now, what it does help, it helps that it's not a never-ending window of information or evidence for you to submit evidence. So that means that you can get your decision quicker because the window closes at a certain period of time. That does benefit veterans. And you can get a decision, whether it be a grant, a deny, a remand, faster than you would have otherwise in the legacy track. So I think there are obviously ways to always improve things. I know that sometimes in an effort to be more efficient and to have less remands, you may end up with more denials. But in this situation, they're saying there's more grants, right? So let me know what you think in the comment section. Check out the other videos, over 60 videos in our Veterans Benefits playlist, and let me know what you think. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can see new videos as they come up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.